Is this thing on?
Yo, what's up, man?
Nothing, man. Another week in Gotham City. You know what I'm saying?
Souls of Liberty Land. I like the way our show is formatted. It's a free format.
Yeah.
All the things that we do together, I'm just putting it as the show. You know what I'm saying? Like
documentation.
Yeah,
of
man.
life.
I enjoyed putting out a new video recently. Shout out to everybody that was in the video. I mean, we got some dancers in the video. We got some rappers in the video.
Artists.
We got some
visual artists.
visual artists. We got some family in the video. Singers in the video. You know what I mean? Producers in the video. A whole bunch of people.
Had a cop in the video.
Man, we even had the feds in the video. But it's like, overall, I just want to say thank you to everybody who participated.
Yeah, it mean a lot.
Yeah, I think that's something kind of we were talking about, like getting back into the creator world and just kind of realizing what people consume and what they don't consume, and it's a difficult road to be on if you're consumed by the numbers.
Oh yeah, like if you get caught up in what's popular, you gonna just be crazy, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
yeah,
and that's it's interesting because like it's like I probably don't wasted too much time trying to figure out why people are the way they are.
Well, I think
I don't know.
For me, it's kind of got shortcutted into what do you want? So it's kind of like, I know for us right now, we're just trying to kind of reestablish ourselves, I would say, and get back into the groove of creating, liking to create. You know what I mean? Like, not only trying to create just to get signed, because that's not the only reason that I'm an artist. And it's like, to play that get signed game, it's just a different game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than being a creator. You know what I mean?
And luckily, we got to see that it's not always as rewarding as you would like it to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are lost
in
that community, and not community, but in that industry.
Yeah.
A lot of people are lost, and they trying to hold on to a sense of clout or whatever it was, as children. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas get into the industry as children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they brain not fully formed. They doing drugs. They being led in the wrong direction by older men that's pimping them out and shit.
A lot of the music industry is kids on drugs.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing when you do see artists that's got the opportunity to, be in that clear mind and really make art. And I think that people in their late 20s, people in their early 30s, in their mid 30s, I think that's the group of people that's about to bust out. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by bust out?
Like, be the headline acts. When I look at acts like the All-Star Weekend, they had all the Afro beats. So like Burna Boy, you know what I'm saying? Burna Boy not young, in a sense, like he not no little kid. He's a grown man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to get back to the point where you could be an adult and do shit.
And do music, you know what I'm saying? And so I think to wrap up, just us, I'm enjoying being an adult artist.
Yeah.
Because we started making music as kids and people kind of make you feel like the game is only for the kids. And that's not true.
Well, it's weird. We was in that weird phase where it was like niggas was like we were too young. Kinda.
Yeah.
Then it got too the game old. Like, what's the word for it? Nosedived into, after post Soulja Boy of like, just being little crazy ass niggas and
kind of
having
monotony.
Hits. You know what I'm saying? And then they got into and then Chief Keef kind of took it into the violence again, which it was in that space at one point, like in the 90s. But even then, they seemed like they were older than Chief Keef and them.
Yeah.
And granted, we was kids, but maybe not. You know what I'm saying?
Not that much. Snoop
was
was 19.
Died, he was 25.
Yeah, Snoop was 19. So like when Tupacalypse was coming out, when he was with Digital Underground and stuff,
we just went from, it's interesting, like even if you take it back to Motown, and I actually got a topic of this, but like I was listening to Motown today while I was getting my massage or whatever. Hey, shout out to
Dude be
Holy
flexing,
Hill.
Man.
I'm just saying, you got to take care of your body. Niggas getting old. You know what I'm saying? I be in the gym. But I was listening to the Motown playlist or whatever, and I was thinking like, damn, he's the most successful in my
Who
mind.
Is he?
He, Berry Gordy, excuse me, let me be
No,
Berry Gordy is the most successful black mogul when it terms of music to me, outside of like Hove and them now, shit like that. Like I go him, then I go Hove. Because
Why?
I mean, because
I think I agree with you, but it's the impact of the music.
It's
the
you know what it is.
The
It's
quality
like,
of the music is so good.
How many, like, you always go to Berry Gordy, like, you got all of these people who are just like the greatest black people, descendant of slave black people ever. You know what I'm saying? In terms of making music.
You know what they are? That is what Black History Month is based off of.
Yeah.
Like, they was going so crazy in the 20th century that it was like, yeah, we gotta talk about this.
Like when you put like you put eras together, it's like on his label, it's no competition. It's like, I had Stevie Wonder, I had the Temptations, I had Michael Jackson, I had Aretha Franklin. I could stop.
Yeah.
But I could name 15 more acts that's like, damn, these are Marvin Gaye. Oh, not Marvin Gaye, but
Diana Ross.
It's just so many people.
Then he did movies.
So many people. And it's like, that is the foundation. It's like James Brown inspired Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson inspired Kanye. Kanye inspired the Souls.
Right. Yeah.
And that's black music to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Black music started before that, but the pop aspect of black music starts there, and the quality that he was able to create in the business, and then they were actually together. It was never really, I mean, I'm sure they had their little spats here and there, and somebody might have fucked somebody's girlfriend or something in the 60s and shit. But overall, it was a sense of togetherness that we don't have now, even amongst labels. So when I look at Hov, you see the Rock Nation brunch, it's like, that's the closest thing to black history we done seen in a long time. And he grew up seeing that.
Listening to them.
I'm sure they had some type of dinner or some shit too. Berry Gordy, he ain't the first nigga to come out with getting niggas together.
Well, I mean, Quincy Jones, was living on a whole different like spectrum. Like, when you talk about the culture, Quincy Jones is such a building block that so many things spawned from him.
Like the songs that Smokey Robinson was writing, bro. Like,
he was writing gems. Stevie alone, just Stevie by himself is like,
to take a blind young boy and make him a
Stevie got to be, to me, I think he is the best contemporary artist.
Stevie wanted to be like 120. He vegan and shit.
I was listening to Midnight Miracle. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, Talib Kweli, and Mos Def, Yasin Bey. You know what I mean? Shout out to the guys, man. They podcast on Luminary. It's an app. You got to go to them, but Yasin was talking about kind of like what we were talking about, what is my music worth? Why am I doing it? I don't have to just make music just to play in that system, just to play in that game, because that's what it is. The music industry is a system. You know what I mean? And like, it's like the NBA. You know what I mean? Stephon Marbury not any less of a basketball player because he decided not to end his playing career
his
in
art
the
is
NBA.
Still his art.
He's still Stephon Marbury. And niggas who know at the end of the day. And that's what mattered the most too. You know what I'm saying? History gonna tell, the truth always gonna come out. And the truth is, he was a baller, you know what I mean? And the truth is, Mos Def is hella raw. He ain't sold the most records, but niggas know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The people who need to know, and the shit can live on. You can't get caught up in today because it's a popcorn ass time right now, bro.
I mean, you can't get caught up in today because something he was saying is just like, if you played a little kid right now, just like Human Nature, like, that's as good as music gonna get. And it don't
change.
And it's not that new songs not gonna come out that you gonna love and you gonna appreciate and you gonna want to be into, but it's kind of like, you play somebody Beethoven, Mozart, I mean, that's the best.
That shit still hit.
It's what lasts over time. And they, Public Enemy is the best. Run DMC is the best.
And so now we in a time where the biggest rapper, I say Future because Drake is just doing his best Future impression, in my opinion.
Okay.
With all due respect. I think he's a better writer, potentially, or arguably, you know what I'm saying? But much better actor. No, let me stop.
He's definitely a much more versatile writer.
But like, as an artist, he just has more things that he is able to do, more spaces he's able to fill. He's able to not just be on some street shit. But the fact that he can do the street shit and then be like with the white people and they hella comfortable and what I'm saying, treating him, you know what I mean? The switch that he has.
Yeah.
But like, I thought earlier, I seen, shout out to Polo G. I seen Polo G put out a song with Future 2 days ago, put out a video with bro.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, like Future is hella tight, but like Hov is tight because I learned things from Hov. Like I'm the man I am today.
I mean, niggas feel like they learn from Future too.
Right, but okay, I'm not saying anything, but what are you learning? And how is that impacting people? Because Future is damn near 40.
But okay.
I'm not trying to make an indictment on Future. I'm
not making an indictment, but you just use Hove as an example. I mean, people use the indictment on Hove that the lifestyle that he glorified, he didn't. So some people didn't really live.
And I feel like there's people seeing it on face value.
Or even if he did live it, he decided to glorify in that manner. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, as an adult now, I could go back and I'll listen to his music and I can accept that criticism.
For you know
what I'm saying? Because you can see when he started to elevate and decided to share, I deliver his message differently. He was always sharing, I think, like even the first album, the evils and this and that and a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, he was introspective.
I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean? He really took a step in being like a little bit more overt and sharing the message.
Yeah, but Future is 39 years old. So, I'm 31. In 8 years, I can't see myself genuinely being in the same space. And I know he might just be doing it for the industry. I'm not saying I'm not.
No, he is. So, his name is Future.
Huh?
I mean, that's just an art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he's being an artist. I'm just saying, but his legacy is going to be what it is. I mean, it's not over with yet. So I'm not.
Music. The majority of his music is about debauchery.
What's debauchery definition?
Look it up. But
debauchery definition. This is what I do. I be want to know what words.
No,
mean.
we got to know what words.
Excessive indulgence in sensual pleasures. That was damn. Miss Chambers would be so proud.
Come
of
on,
you
man.
Right now,
Ryan can write, man. Come on, you know what time it is.
But that is so the debauchery. So that's something. When I was listening, I heard debauchery in James Brown, but in a different way.
Now I guess I'll say this:
shaking your money maker is shake that. You know,
but I'm saying like Future, like a rock and roll star, like Ozzy Osbourne. Mm-hmm. Ozzy Osbourne's whole musical career is debauchery, darkness.
Right. And I guess you know what it is? You know what it is? For me, for us, I don't want to sound fucked up, but music and black people, it hit different.
Ethos.
It has a different impact on us. Mm-hmm. Rock stars is not how white people act. We made up rock and roll.
But I'll say this.
They took it a different way.
They censored it. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't put Ozzy Osbourne on TV. And that's the difference now. The censorship is different.
Okay.
This is not a Christian nation anymore.
Hold on. But I mean, some people argue that. But
I'm saying to that point, like you said, it's Muslims now.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the censory. I don't know if that's to do with Christianity for people to be censored because it's hella censored in Muslim countries.
That was why.
But from a standpoint of, I would say we just not censored.
What you mean?
Like, I don't be hearing other genres, other forms of entertainment be as explicit and fucked up as.
I mean, you're not talking about movies and TV shows.
You're just talking about ratings. They censor.
Right. Music has a censorship. It's got explicit content. It's rated.
That's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
but
what I'm
even
saying.
with the clean version, I was just like, I guess if you could put two and two together, maybe the internet has a lot to do with that too, because you couldn't listen to other things. You could only listen to things on the channels in which they were given out.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now this is a great topic actually, because I can remember being a little kid. I just didn't know. I didn't get it, but I used to be like, bro, they look so cool and sipping on some scissor video. Mm-hmm. And I mean, looking back,
we didn't know what they was talking about.
I think it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing.
Man, maybe the art just isn't as good to me. But I was just saying that about Future because it was just like Polo G is like Future. Polo G could be Future's son.
Well, I think what you're talking about is it's hard to find a lot of great adult rap music. Freddie Gibbs, a great
quality. He talking about debauchery.
But he talking about a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, true.
He's not just talking about debauchery.
Yeah, that's real.
Rap is a part of rap is debauchery,
and that's why Hove and that's
DMX was like that. DMX will talk some crazy shit, but DMX will give you his ups, his downs, his whole testimony. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what you're looking for, the whole testimony. Something I will give Future is that when you're talking about it, he's very vulnerable and open about what some people will call their shortcomings.
Yeah, his love songs are better.
No, think about that. Most people would consider that their shortcomings in life. Mm-hmm. I got a baby with this person, or I got this and that, or this relationship didn't work out.
Yeah, he be telling you I'm fucked up in his own way. He be like,
and that is,
and that you can respect
as an author, that's not the easiest thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
So I guess I just I guess I'm just only tripping off the songs where he glorified it. But I guess I would just and I enjoy Future. He one of my favorite rappers, so I'm not gonna sit up here and be, you know.
But no, I think that you just bring up a good point. If that like just like the censorship, look like somebody just brought cookies to the studio. We got cookies in the studio. That's a good reason to be interrupted.
It's just interesting, bro. Because I just be thinking like, damn, like when I see the kids now, it's just like I get when I was a kid and how much hip hop impacted me, and if hip hop like made me want to get knowledge yourself,
it's the balance,
and be like a certain type of person. Yeah, it's like
because I also think that part of that balance was I got to listen to Sipping on Some Scissor, but then I also got to listen to Wifey. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody get married on the radio no more.
It's not no wifey no more.
Besides Brent Faiyaz. I give him that. You can make a baby to Brent Faiyaz.
But I'm saying it's just a lot smaller of it. It used to be a whole section of the new R&B like it was a whole section of the new rap.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, it didn't feel so overbalanced. And I feel like that does play a role because life is both sides. Life is good and it's bad. So, like, you know what I mean? Like Curtis Mayfield was, I'm your mom, I'm your daddy. I'm the pusher. We need to talk about niggas doing heroin because that's what's going on.
Does that relate to school, too, with the music, though? Because it's like, niggas don't be going to church like that. Niggas don't be singing. Niggas don't be in the choir. Niggas don't be in the band like that.
That's the industry, like we talked about, the industry game. Because the R&B is out there. Thousands of songs to get uploaded onto the digital streaming.
Not popular, though.
I mean...
Who's a popular R&B artist we can name? Like,
no, I'm saying the popularity has more to do, like I said, with the industry, not the artist making the quality work. Those are two different things.
The last person that was on the radio singing, and I don't know how good he was or wasn't at it, was like Jacquees. That really impacted the streets to where it was like, damn, look girl or Ride Wave.
But that's because, like you said,
but it's more like pain music. That's more like blues than it is.
The industry lacks the A&Rs. That's going out that could get the quality producers, the quality songwriters that could funnel it up, that could do it. It's an industry. That's what I'm saying. It's a whole system.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Like it ain't just the system has changed. The audience has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like I will say there is so much rap that you can listen to that you can find something that you like. It's hard. It's very hard to go up against that machine as an industry. Versus like TV, there's not 100 TV shows you like. There's 100 rap songs that come out almost every year that you like, that's not that bad. That's pretty good.
And I guess that depends on what kind of consumer you are back to consumer, because we are like apex rap consumers. I done fell off from where I was
like
at.
I feel like I'm talking about young people.
But like even still, like when we were kids, everybody wasn't listening to the shit we was listening to. We was the only niggas listening to 100 new rap songs a month.
I'm just saying, I be with kids now, be with the team. Shout out to Metro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I
feel like John, the only one that's really, really into music.
Okay, so I'm just I can
I'm
get
saying, but
him.
out of him, but everybody else is just getting whatever trickle down or whatever they come across. I don't think they're actively online looking for music.
That's everybody else, right? That's everybody that listen to music for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say, like you said, the people who are curating music, the real listeners, you know what I'm saying? Like they're listening to so much music. You know what I mean? You can find a new artist all the time. You know what I mean? Like new producers, new beats. Like especially you're a young person, you can identify with so many more young artists and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's not no new 30-year-old rappers.
It's a song on the radio right now where they took the "You Abandoned Me." You know what's that?
Yeah.
That is one of the worst songs I ever heard in my life.
It's a drill song.
That shit is.
I think I like that song.
They play it a lot, but I don't know. I don't know who was that.
I don't know.
I feel like an old ass man saying this shit out loud, but it's just like, bro.
I like this. Shout out to Ice Spice, man. She my new favorite artist. Ice Spice can actually rap.
I gotta check her out more. I mean, I know she's
Ice Spice,
cute to everybody.
Ice Spice can rap.
Really.
She's not cute to me.
I heard a couple songs that
she could rap.
That was okay from her. I could accept her. I don't know who. I don't know who the little TJ sounding ass nigga is on that in this new song, but if you like it, I'm gonna listen to it a little harder. But I just the sample. I think I just like the sample so much that it's like,
yeah, what? I like the sample. I like
the
that.
beat just don't hit to me. It's like this is done to me. Like I don't like
it. It has become somewhat redundant as we just put out a song with a sample. But
no, I'm not against sampling.
No. But I'm just saying that to say though, it is fun to see younger people find new ways to just be introduced to new music. You know what I mean? And I feel like people take it so serious because rap was so serious 30 years ago because the industry was so much smaller and everybody's opportunity meant so much more. like, luckily, a whole bunch of people can rap. It's like basketball. If only certain people could hoop for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the NBA and basketball more because I can experience it in so many ways. And as a rap fan, as a person now especially, that's playing new music, old music, as a DJ, I'm listening to people. It's just like, you just got to go find what you like. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like so many times in hip hop, people bash what they don't like, and to me, that's not what hip hop is about.
I guess in terms of the, I'm just saying in terms of finding shit, it's like that's not a song I feel like I should be forced to hear because I live in St. Louis. I do not agree with that. Now, granted, I don't have to listen to the radio. I don't have to, but I'm me. So of course, a nigga gonna listen to the radio and see what's. But for the mainstream, even the black mainstream, not the big time mainstream.
Well, maybe the kids like that song,
right? And that's fine if they like it. Great, congratulations. You know, whatever. But it's just like,
but that's who the radio
why
for.
I talk about the quality. Like I can, like you say, like I wasn't around during Motown, but that shit was fucking fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And and that's the industry. That's all I'm saying. It's like the industry.
I feel like it should be no debate when you got to hear that shit every hour on the hour. It's like, goddamn, this shit. Like I think the fad of the trendy rap song like that, it always be a space for that. But I do think that there will have to become a time when like the quality is gonna have to push itself. So really,
back
what
up.
we talking about is we got to get back control of the industry because you know, like
back
shout out,
control. When do we ever have control?
For the first time. In turn, or more influence over. But either way it go, like, because Kanye brought it up, and I know, is Kanye uncanceled yet? Can we talk about Kanye again, or is he?
Man, I know Adidas finna give him his deal. Again? Adidas, they talking about they finna give him his deal.
But you know, like I don't want to
Adidas, give him the deal. I need some shoes.
I love all people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna preface it with that. But let's say it was 30% worth of truth with the shit that he was spewing because he's sick and he's a bad person and all this shit, right? And
Black people don't own industry. That is the truth.
And that's what Kanye been fighting for a long time. And niggas act like they don't really. Well, obviously they can't see that. All they can see is the sound bites that white people put on TV.
Yeah, but and
he has said some wild shit. So I'm not. It's hard to defend, bro.
I mean, I don't even care. I mean, I do care about the things Kanye says. I also don't feel like Kanye is a person that incites violence. So
yeah, no. I'm just saying
like that is
his
usually
his message gets lost in all of the debauchery.
Right. But I'll say that Kanye to me, and I'll say ran to the white man. When I say ran to the white man, what I mean is that there are people of color that have the machines that he needs to make the patterns in the clothes that he wants to do. And he decided that these people were the pinnacle of whatever.
And it's a mistake, you know what I'm saying? He like
not
being
even
in the
if
house.
It's a mistake or whatever, but you got to sit back.
Oh, my bad.
For my editing.
My posture. But I get what you saying with that, and then he's got a lot of criticism. But what I like about Kanye is the fact that he's ran so far in front that I reserve criticism because it's like, who the fuck?
But you know what he is right about though, when it comes to that industry, is that like if anybody else, if he was white and they was having the kind of success Kanye having, they would have gave him the keys by now, and they would be trying to hand it down to him.
He thought he was Kanye,
and he is right about that.
He thought that he transcended race.
Even if you in a Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe.
He thought he transcended race. He thought I'm Michael Jackson, and it's like they didn't like Michael Jackson as either.
Yo, Michael Jackson.
Once he started learning what the fuck going on and shit.
I'm calling a timeout real quick.
Moment of silence.
Michael Jackson. I was watching some shit the other day. Cause you know Elvis' daughter died recently.
I did know.
I don't think you knew that, but
yeah,
okay.
I'll be reading, I guess.
Shout out to Lisa Marie. Is that her name? Either way.
Oh damn! I didn't know that she died, bro.
She died, bro.
What happened?
She just was living a hard life at the end. I'll just put it like that.
Was she in her 50s, early 60s?
She was like in her 50s. She was living a hard life at the end, man.
Yeah, she ain't have her daddy. It was just
then
Michael
the Elvis
Jackson
movie
died.
that just came out. There's a lot going on. You know what I mean?
So now, Michael Jackson baby ain't got no. He got a baby with her?
No, he had a. So he didn't. She didn't want to have a baby at the time with Michael when they was married. So then this other lady who was around apparently had Michael Jackson kids. That's
the white baby.
That's the white babies.
Okay.
Point being though, them babies are white. They not black. And I that baffles the fuck out of me.
Cause now you know what the sample size of mixed people. It's so many more mixed people than it was when we was little on TV and shit.
Even if Michael Jackson
we
kids,
know what mixed motherfuckers look like.
Michael Jackson is from Gary, Indiana. Even if his kids look like Drake's son, and
I'm just saying he got hella brothers and sisters. Don't none of them niggas look like Janet?
I'm saying they got mixed kids. and they don't look white. You know what I'm saying? Like they should look like Michael Porter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
At least.
Trae Young. It's hella mixed people.
Trae Young, Michael Porter Jr.
Mixed is in right
Jamal
now. I'm not gonna lie. Drake.
Patrick Mahomes.
Everybody mixed that's famous now.
Colin Kaepernick. Damn.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Blanket look like Justin Timberlake.
I ain't seen Blanket in hella, so I don't know. What would Blanket look like now? We gotta
man.
get somebody.
That's what he look like, Jonah Hill.
Pull up Blanket on the what you call it.
Blanket look like Jonah Hill.
Blanket
for sure.
Jackson, is that it?
I would think.
Hey, that Toradol, God bless the dead, whatever the fuck he was doing, it makes sense now why his
Come on, man.
Blanket. Yeah, he looked Mexican at best.
He look Mexican.
I don't know. He don't look as white as he used to, but yeah, dude look.
He don't look like Janet nephew. Do he look like Tito, his uncle?
This nose is not giving black at all.
He don't look like Jermaine nephew.
He don't dress good, nothing.
Come on, man.
Yeah, these people don't look mixed, bro.
Come on, man. Rest in peace, Mike. He kind of look like... I'm getting off, Mike. Rest in peace, Mike.
Yeah, let's move on. We was having a good time, then this thing got on Michael Jackson.
I took time out. That was my time out, man.
Where was we? We was having a deep little...
Shout out to Pharrell. Now he's finna run Louis Vuitton. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
He in his
Rest in peace to Virgil, man.
Rest in peace, Virgil.
What happened, bro?
Damn, Lil Durk. Question of the year, man. I mean, we know what happened, but still.
Is Lil Durk...
You know, now something... Now, hold on. No, let's not even talk about that. Something Virgil's life and even Kanye talked about, you know, this hustle culture that we live in and working super hard and doing XYZ, you know. And Virgil was working at a pace that was like crazy. And as a person, I feel like that work at a crazy pace in my own self too, you know. And it's not that people don't, because I look at, like I said, Pharrell, Quincy Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like, those would be the people to me that I look at that had, like, they got families, you know what I'm saying? But they also was at the top of their craft. It was, you know, the culture. But it's like...
Working is instilled in us, though, man.
That sacrifice, I'm just saying, but that sacrifice that he gave to the things literally that we love. Like at that point, Virgil turned a corner. We weren't even making money on the way that we're making money now in streetwear, post-Virgil and pre-Virgil. And so many people had a hand in it. It's not just him, but he got to be the one.
When he got up there, he paid homage.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the one that benefited the most.
It almost felt like.
And for him to work himself, I don't know if he worked himself to that point.
We don't know what got cancer, how he got it.
But it's just still just like, you know, he was a young man. You know?
And that's why we go back to the Kanye thing, bro. It's like not to overdo Kanye, but the concepts and the things that he talk about when you listen to the full-length interviews of him when he was getting canceled.
Now, Kanye was saying some real shit.
He's saying some real shit, and it's just like he basically exposing, like, to a certain degree, in certain ways, because Hov going crazy. There's some black people that's going crazy that's doing their own shit, like you said, Tyler Perry, the list goes on and on. But under the act that he was trying to do, it's like he basically showed like you can't, it's about your network and we don't have those networks.
Okay, you want to talk about it for real? Okay, you really want to talk about it? The big overarching thing that he's talking about is...
It's like he's trying to kick the door down.
Capitalism versus what's China and Russia in?
Social
communism. Communism. Mm-hmm. Okay. I was talking to Ema about this. Shout out to E. And China has created this balance of capitalism and communism.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so it's embedded in their society that you don't want to present yourself in a certain kind of way. So therefore you're not making a certain kind of money. Because making that much money and becoming that kind of way is against the group, right? In a way, in America, it might be like, I mean, people are mean, but on average, you're looked down upon if you're a mean person. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just on average. So, you know, in America, it does not behoove people based on our just strict capitalist system to pass down things, especially to the peasant working class. And so in this last 100 years, we have finally begun to have people break through the peasant working class. And now we're starting to feel the friction in new transparent ways of America. Because it's the same story Frederick Douglass and them had. Niggas just want to read. It's access. But when somebody denies you access, and then they make it seem like, well, no, you do have access. But it's like, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's that elephant in the room that motherfuckers act like. And, what I say on the album, I was like,
album on the way, album on the way.
Like, white still can't see it. It's magic.
Yeah.
It's like niggas don't want to see that shit. And there's a lot of people that can't see nothing. So let's get that out the way. There's a lot of people that just are just living with the blinders on and shit or whatever. But it's like overall, the niggas that in the conscious community of people, whether you white, black, green, blue, everybody fucking know what it's like.
Yeah,
we see this shit, bro. Like, and everybody be like, "Well, I'm gonna just do my job, work and die, and be safe, and do." You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for most people, it's not worth their life or their time to try to fix the industry.
And that's why I fuck with Ye, because he like, nah, take all my fucking money, whatever. I can't, because if I could, I'd be richer than all y'all, and that's what they blocking.
And let's go back to what we talking about.
My nigga be a trillionaire, bro.
But hold on, let's go back to what we talking about at the beginning with the numbers and the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he only worth being number one on the radio? He has to push through that himself. It used to bother him. He stopped being number one on the radio. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And it ain't about the people who like the music.
It ain't about that
shit. Some whole other shit.
It's about your influence. It's about your, you know what I'm saying, what you can bring the people out. And Kanye can bring the people out. But
now that he's not bringing them out for the certain type of people that can't be talked about or whatever he was alluding to. You know what
he did was, like he said,
because it is weird, bro. Why is everything black people good at owned by other people, bro? And it's real. It get particular. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we slaves.
And so it's just like, fuck. Like, and he say that and it be bothering me because the niggas in the field, he was in the house a little too long. He shouldn't have been with Kim and all that shit. Everybody done fucked up and been with a bitch they shouldn't have been with or whatever. But it's like, we crucify this nigga like he just not one of us, bro. Just because his mama... You know what I'm saying? It's like he a regular black person.
I'll probably say it all the time we get on here, bro. It's just the media hype machine, bro. People only read about the nigga when they get it on the news, and by that time you get it on the news, it's already shaded.
It is.
If you listen to most people listen to either left wing media or right wing media, and it's shaded.
It on face value.
It's just shaded. So that's what I'm just saying. It's like they don't even know that. Like, people ask me questions about shit. I don't know nothing about that shit because I don't read about that shit. And so it's like y'all saying shit about bro, and it's like y'all don't even know shit about him. To go to LeBron, let's end on Bron real quick.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron.
I've been watching Bron since
they finally done
2000, bro. Can't no nigga tell me nothing about LeBron, at least on the court. I don't know this nigga in real life, but can't nobody tell me nothing about Bron on the court. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, come on, man. It's the same thing you're talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like greatness. You got to recognize.
It's like we be, as a people, I feel like we be blocking our own blessings because we don't let our best people fly high and support them no matter what. But it's your crazy ass uncle, you gonna support him no matter what. You know what I mean? Like it's like when people do good, it's like resentment.
Well, no, what it is that, I mean, now this is another deep ass thing to say, but it's like, no, what it is that we need to stop acting like the system is denying us of our actual black leadership. Black leadership is not celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Kanye happens to be a black leader, but the state of black people is not on him or for him to be judged upon or for him to, you know what I'm saying? There are people actually doing work, community work, people doing things in certain places, you know what I'm saying? People where people actually live, but because like we are, you know, school system is tied to property value. Mm-hmm. Or this and that, like, you know, just literally the system, like that is the thing. You know what I'm saying? And to your point, we get caught up in conversations around what people are doing with their life that's made up, that's actually not none of our business.
Instead of taking the best part from what the fuck niggas doing. It's like, you know, the niggas going crazy, bro.
Nigga made some tight shoes. Leave it at that.
Yeah. Where Obama at?
Man, Obama
he not
books,
a black leader no more. He was just, I ain't never seen nobody pass Martin Luther King in a year and a half, 2-3 years. That nigga went crazy.
Where Kamala at, man?
Yeah, I ain't heard shit from her since dude got in.
Kamala got to go to the BET Awards or something, bro.
But we need more representation, like I said, but that be the thing. Niggas get to a certain level and it's like, yeah, that's what Kanye thought. I'm Obama. I transcend race. I'm a human being. Like,
you know who niggas in the barbershop and all that shit need to be talking about? They need to be talking about fucking Cori Bush. They need to be talking about Tashara Jones and shit. They don't need to be fucking talking about Kanye.
This St. Louis.
Or wherever you live. You need to be talking about what's my little mayor in Chicago with the little outfits and shit. Yeah, Lightfoot.
Lori.
You need to be talking about Uncle Lightfoot.
And they be flaming her ass. Oh shit. They be flaming. They be on there with, but
for real though. No, but you know what I'm saying?
But to get to the politics, the real thing you already know is shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson's the economic piece. And as long as allegedly, I gotta look up some stats, but last thing I saw was like the average black person is worth $8, which is crazy as fuck to say out loud. And because $8 is a couple Big Macs and you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I don't think that's that crazy to say.
But to go what you're saying, we can't never be a part of no shit if we ain't played the first piece, and the first piece came off of our fucking backs.
So they owe us some money. That's what we really saying.
They do owe us something. Shout out, we need them reparations, but they not finna do that shit, bro.
No, they gonna do that shit.
You think so?
They gonna do that shit.
But the thing that the bigger piece, even if they give it to us, is if we don't got no knowledge, we don't got no wisdom, we gonna give it back to these motherfuckers, bro. We got all the power, and that's why it bothered me, because it's like we the ones, bro.
It bothers me.
Everybody eating off us.
It does bother me that 85% of people are dumb, deaf, and blind. Mm-hmm. But I understand, And so what you're saying is, I would just hope that I think that the 5% have never gotten an opportunity, a fair chance. You know what I'm saying? Most people who do know, who black, you know what I'm saying, they grew up in poverty. I know my family was poor. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from a rich family. And so, you know what I mean? So, just saying that to say
taking them strides, man.
That is just like, I know some people that know some niggas that was from 1864. So that means I knew some slaves.
We got to pay to play, though. And everybody talk about their political shit, and it's like, go vote and all that shit. And that's good. It has its place. I'm not saying
it's one part.
It's one part, but it's the second. You can't hit the second stir before you hit the first stir. And that's something that we have a problem with, because we've been voting and doing all that shit for a minute now. And I ask, it's only hoods. We only the people in the motherfucking hood.
Well, no, I mean, we about to find out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, and we done seen Obama be president. The shit didn't change. I love everybody. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, the shit happened, but I'm tired of the symbolism. But before we get out of here, I do want to shout out a black business that I just got hip to. It's on Page across from, the little movie theater they just had put out there. It's on 6746 Page. Adina's Vegan Cuisine.
Okay.
Man, this lady could cook, bro.
Okay.
So I just wanted to end it on that piece. I know we done went all over the place. If you made it to this point, you a real nigga, one. Bro.
You're a real one. New Souls of Liberty single out. It's up.
It's up.
Because it is. It's up. You know what I mean?
It's up. If you like people who are great lyricists that deliver rhymes in a great patterns.
With me.
You know what I'm saying? If you like platinum production, shout out to
it's
Eyes on the Track. Shout out to Grant. You know what I'm saying?
You know that I need
it's good music that's out here. That's all I'm gonna say. And if if you a rapper and you don't like us, it's finna get real scary for you. I ain't gonna lie. You might want to take some English classes or something, because
what you on? Pull up.
The bars is coming. The hits is gonna keep coming in different variety, and you can act like you don't know.
Shout out to everybody though that's been showing me love though. For real, I've been getting a lot of love outside.
Yeah, shout out to the babies too. Like, that's been the most exciting part, is that like it's kids walking up to me rapping my shit.
Yeah.
And I never experienced that before. That shit make you want to cry.
So keep sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Indie artists, we finna blow up. These videos would be like,
Shout out to the people watching this 1,000 years from now too. We did it.
That's freaky for them. I'm sure. We did it.
Peace to the guys.
Peace.